Some magazine.
Hey, David.
Harold, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
So it's so great seeing you on there. I'm so used to seeing you on the TV screen. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I
And
know
all
we
my
got just
grayness and like,
I know we got a short period of time, so I'm gonna get right at this if you don't mind.
let's do it.
What initially brought you to this series? What drew you to from?
When I read the script and when I read how interesting I thought the character Boyd Stevens was, I thought, one of those guys who uh, you know who's trying to do something good, but his methods are questionable. I kind of like characters like that. I don't like anti-heroes, but I like people. Life is tricky, and so I like people who approach life, and then we have to ask questions about like, oh, is that right? Is that the only way? Is this, about their survival? And I thought that was one of the things that drew me to the character, and then the rest of the story was, I thought, really, really interesting and compelling, and all the questions about where they are fascinating for me.
Yeah, I've been a fan since season one, episode one. I was hooked immediately, and
Right.
you very much are the stability in all this madness, right?
Well,
So, and so, you can't help but wonder, or I can't help but wonder, and I'm thinking some of the fans the same. Do you know going into these episodes as they get more bizarre and more intertwined, do you know what's going on, or are they keeping you in the dark as an actor?
they're keeping me in the dark, but by choice. They offered a couple of times to say like, "Hey, do you want to know?" And I'm like, "No, I do not. I want to be as in the moment as I possibly can. I want it to be as immediate for me as it might be for the people watching, and so I stay blissfully in the dark."
I'm so glad to hear you say that because it definitely comes across. I'm watching this. I'm like, "Hey, he had no idea that was going to happen. He had no clue. He had
Yeah,
no
yeah.
clue that was going to go down.
No.
So, so as we head into season three, and I know we can't give any spoilers away, but in your best non-spoilery way,
Mhm.
what can we expect?
Season three is if you thought things were bad in season two, it just gets worse in season three.
If you thought they were bad, how could you not think they were bad?
Exactly. But you know how you go like, well, that's pretty bad. It can't get worse than that. It just gets even it gets even worse.
Do we get any sense of a resolution or an explanation on what's actually going on, or are we just going deeper into the mystery?
You know what? John Griffin and Jeff Pinkner said this thing I thought was really, really interesting. They said they didn't want to write a show that was just about answering questions. They wanted to write a show about people, right? And so this season, you're going to get answers to questions, right? But then what you're going to be left with is, now what? Now what do these people do? You'll have the answer. There it is. That's what it is.
But what the
Now
hell
what
do you
do
do
you
with it,
do with
right?
it? And I think
Some,
that's really fun to watch. I think that's
sometimes the answer is the worst thing you can have.
exactly. It's like, you want the answer? Here. That's the answer. And you're like, oh, Christ.
So,
Yeah.
and I don't know how much longer. I think we're getting close on time here, but where do they film this at? Where is the set at? Where is the stage at? This town?
Oh,
Where is it?
we're in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and so they've built this whole town on some land in this place called Beaver Bank. And so all the houses that you see are practical houses. They're really, really nice. But then when we do the interiors in Bedford, in Halifax, we have our interiors on a stage. And so a lot of it is outside, and then we come to stage to do all the like, inside the Colony House, inside Tan Shen's house, those things.
But this is one of the best shows on TV right now, and more people need to find it. I mean, they
Well,
really, really do. I mean, I think Stephen King even came out and said this is like one of the best damn shows out there right now.
right.
So
Thanks, David.
we're going to get the word out, let people
Thank you,
know.
brother. I really appreciate that because I think we're doing a
Absolutely.
good job.
I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.